My ducks, it's Simon here back again today. So if you saw the video yesterday where I did a unboxing and a walkthrough of these 4 old Cartomancy playing card decks by Lo Scarabeo that the lovely Cheryl at Oneness Emporium sent, you will have seen that she also popped in this deck, which is the Ethereal Visions Tarot, and this is the Lunar edition. Now, I've had all three versions really. So I had purchased the mass market version of the original Ethereal Visions, but I was contacted, and we're going back to 2018, so 5 years, by the creator Matt Hughes, who said that I think he only had like 1 copy left, and he said, would you like it? It was just an email conversation we was having about some ongoing issues in the community at the time. We was chatting, and he said, look, I'd love to send you an indie version of my deck, which was really nice of him. So you can see it's got numbered and everything here. So I know this has been out a while and a few people have shown it. As I said yesterday, I have seen Becca's walkthrough of this deck, and it was one that I'd contemplated, and I just thought that it was the same deck, just with like a holographic background placed on it. But apparently there's some cards that have changed as well. So I haven't seen a side-by-side or anything like that. So I thought it might be a good idea to have a look at this deck. Now, as I said, I did have the mass market version, and I gifted that to a friend, again, around 5 years ago now. So I don't have that to show. However, and I think this was a lot to do with the controversy at the time, there's no noticeable difference between the independently produced and the US games, because the printers that US games use also printed the indie version, and I think that was probably what upset a few people. But anyway, that's all bygone, all, you know, a long time ago. And this version, as you can see, it's a Art Nouveau type, art style, but it has this gold foiling on the cards, and they really are beautiful. Those of you who watch my channel since the beginning might recall that years ago I used to have a wall hanging. Look at that for the Wheel of Fortune, just so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. The pink, what's like a purple on gold, just stunning. We'll remember I used to have a wall hanging, and I used to display all 78 cards, and this one was probably my favourite to display, especially when I got the evening sun shining on the card. It was just magical, and really beautiful deck. So I am interested to see the Ethereal Visions Lunar edition, which, as I said, it's changed some cards. I think it's more representative of different diverse groups, which is always a good thing. And I mean, this came with a little white book. I would imagine the US Games version perhaps had a more substantial book. It says 2016 on it. Wow. I didn't get it till 2018. Or maybe it was 2017. Oh, gosh. Who knows? What is time? So yeah, so we get this nicely presented box. You can see the holographic rainbow effect, which is really beautiful. All the way around. Ethereal Visions Tarot Lunar edition. I can't compare the boxes because, as I said, this is the indie box, and it was pretty plain really, compared to the US Games version. But let's open it up. So yeah, we get a really nice chunky book. That is a chunky book. How many pages is that? 140 pages, and it's colour, nice, you know, large images. So there are some extra cards in this deck. There's a card 22 and a card 23 that I do remember. It's not gilded or anything. I think the backs are pretty much the same. No, I'm looking at the wrong deck. Gosh, it's been a long day. The backs have changed. I thought they had. So let's have a look at what it says on the back of the box. So Ethereal Visions Tarot Lunar Edition by Matt Hughes. In creating Ethereal Visions Tarot, Matt Hughes has drawn inspiration from the Art Nouveau movement, adopting its distinctive style and meticulous approach to craftsmanship. The artist created 2 additional cards to supplement the traditional major arcana. Every detailed image in the 8-card deck is hand-drawn and coloured. The Lunar Edition includes revised artwork reflecting greater diversity, and each card is illuminated with iridescent silver foil stamping. Includes a 140-page expanded full-colour guidebook. So it really is, I think, in my opinion, and I get it, you know, if you've got one version, you perhaps don't need 2, and this is why I was umming and ahhing, and it sat on my wish list for a while. But I think when creators bring out new versions, for me, there has to be something significant in terms of the changes for me to get it. And I like the fact that it's not just, you know, we've changed the backs, and perhaps, you know, we've gone from gold cold stamping to this iridescent cold stamping. But there's been a revision of a lot of the cards, and also, you know, we've got the updated and expanded guidebook. So that's always a good thing. In terms of card size, it's exactly the same. So there's no change to the dimensions. Cardstock feels the same. Maybe the indie one there's a difference of 3 cards. Yeah, that's pretty much spot on. So a difference of 3 cards. So maybe a little bit thinner in the mass produced. You can also see, I'm going to bring the camera down actually, okay, so that's a little bit better. So you can see, as I was about to say, it is darker. The saturation is darker in this updated Lunar Edition. However, it could have been like that when US Games did the mass market version of the original, because this is an indie. Maybe, you know, that was something that happened at that time. But no change to our full, other than the cold stamping that we can see has gone from gold to this beautiful iridescent, and you get this lovely rainbow effect. I like both, I really do. I think the gold is beautiful in some parts, but it's just as nice with this. So you can see a complete change to our magician. And what I'm really pleased about is that they haven't just taken, or Matt hasn't just taken the original artwork and changed the colour of the skin tone, because that would just be wrong on quite a few levels, really. You know, if we are replacing, then we are replacing the images completely. This is beautiful. I mean, the gold is really gorgeous as well. I do like it, but there's something, I guess we all love a bit of bling, don't we? And this is bling-tastic. Our High Priestess, the coloration has changed. I mean, not of the High Priestess herself, other than the colour of her hair, but these purple tones as well. I mean, they're just both gorgeous, aren't they? Really beautiful. Our Empress has completely changed. So far, more cards are changed than not. I really like these kind of moons going around as well. Such a talented artist. I mean, look at the expression on her face. Our Emperor has also changed. It looks like most cards have, actually. It's almost like a completely new deck. Look how his crown is beautiful. The Hierophant. Again, it's changed completely. I love that we have the cosmos represented there. Our lovers is the same image. This is the Chariot. This deck just seems that the art stands out more. I don't know if it is just down to the change of the cold stamping, but maybe it's because of the saturation of the colour, of the tone as well. But here's our Strength. Interestingly, Strength doesn't have a... Oh, it does. It's there, as we say, it doesn't have a number, which I thought was perhaps deliberate with, you know, some people preferring Strength as key 11 rather than 8. But again, redrawn card. Our Hermit. I love this Wheel of Fortune. I think this is one of, and I might have said it at the time as well, but this is one of my most favourite Wheel of Fortune cards. We have Fortuna here, Lady Fortuna, but, well, I'm assuming, rightly or wrongly, but there's this whole void inside this kind of universe, and it's just gorgeous. Faceless, you know, change happens and it comes unexpectedly. Beautiful. Justice has changed. It'd be interesting actually to do a count and see how many cards have changed. I mean, very similar here. The only thing that's really changed is the colour of the clothing, the hair, but everything else, it's the same image, just different colours. Death. I like the purple tones. This deck seems to have more kind of amber tones to it to complement the gold, whereas the new Lunar edition has these beautiful purple tones, and I love it. Temperance. Her wings are going to be amazing. Look at that. The Devil. Love this Devil card. I mean, this is gorgeous because it's like a mirror as well. I really love this. And similar here. Beautiful. Again, we're going from the amber tones to the purple tone. Oh, this is interesting. The face. It's almost like a mask. Do you see that? The face here is, you know, not masked or covered in any way. But on this edition, it's wearing a mask. The star has changed. I love that she's holding a star there. It's really hard because I've had this deck for a long time, and as I say, I've had it on display, I've used it. I've just had to reset it, and I'm hoping I've got it in the right orders because I put cups first, but I've only just opened this, so I don't know what order it's going to go in. But it's really hard for me because I've had this deck for such a long time. You'll know what it's like, you know, we form our attachments to them, and I don't want to again, it's this whole kind of personifying decks, isn't it? I don't want to be disloyal to it, but I think I prefer the Lunar edition. I mean, I'm privileged to have both, but I don't know, I think it's because the purple, which is one of my favourite colours, is more prominent in this deck. I mean, they're both stunning, but There's no change to this card. Again, other than, when I say no change, is obviously the code stamping. Here's our world card. So we have body diversity here as well. So we have somebody that's a little bit fuller figured, which I always appreciate seeing. Both still got the wonderful hair. And then card 22 is the Well. And card 23 is the Artist. Okay, so yes, we are going cups first, but we're starting with a king. So I'm just going to put these into order. I'll do that for each suit. I'll go a little bit quicker as well through the minors, because you get the idea of the changes. And I'm not sure that many of the I think the major changes are in the major arcana, let's put it that way. I love this 3 of cups, beautiful. Oh, we do have a change, but it's more around the colours used. Again, this purple where there would be amber in the garment, the hair colour has changed. But it's, and again, same here. I don't know, it just seems more vivid, doesn't it, this edition? Such a powerful 5 of cups. We have a change to the 6 of cups, as you can see. Same background and foreground, really. It's just one of the children has changed. Yeah, there's one of those. So this person is wearing a mask, but this is like the mask we saw in the Tower card. I love it. I really love it. It's kind of reignited my love for this deck. And I think I said at the beginning, I'm not a huge Art Nouveau fan, really. But this one in particular, I love. What a beautiful, beautiful image. So for our 10 of cups, we have what appears to be a female couple. Page. Our knight. It doesn't look like there's any change to the courts in the cups. And these are nice sized cards. I should have perhaps done that at the beginning. I think they're bigger and wider from memory. Yes, they are. So they're quite a decent size. This is a standard tarot size. So yeah, let me just do again. We've got, and then we'll go 8, 9, 10. Okay. Look how beautiful that is. So, just look how this image stands out more. 4. 5 of Pentacles. Beautiful. 6. Then we have the 8. I've just gone 6 to 8. There it is, 7. And then we have the 9. Wow. It's nice to see a female knight. We don't see that enough, really. Queen. And the king. And then we have swords. At least I got the, the suits in the right order. It's just that they started with the... oh, just seen another John Travolta look-alike. Must be a thing. There is our Ace of Swords. Gorgeous Two of Swords. Always love this image. 3, quite a traditional looking 3. The 4 has changed, which I'm pleased about because this is very faint. So yeah, major change for the 4 of Swords. The 5. The 6. Just a change of the clothes and hair. 7. This is such a powerful image. Look at that. And they really stand out more in this card. I'm sure we can all relate to this card, certainly at some stages of our lives. And then we have the 10. Page. We have a redrawing of the Queen of Swords. Oh, and look at that for the King. Complete change there. This is John Travolta again. We'll save that till the end. Queen, Knight, Page. Okay, our final suit then, which is the Wands suit. No change there, really. I mean, whilst we might not see all the cards, you know, representing ethnic groups or body sizes or same-sex couples and things like that, I think that it's tried as well just to make the skin tones more kind of, you know, realistic. Because this is the original is very much a pale deck, all the way through, you know, in every aspect. Six. Oops. 7. The 8 has completely changed. So we've got a very RWS traditional 8 of Wands here with the 8 wands flying through the sky. But here we actually have somebody on horseback. So we still get that sort of swiftness being represented. And then our final courts, the Page, Knight, Queen, and then John Travolta as the King. I do love the little, is it a salamander? Can never get that right. I think it's a salamander. So there you have it. That's the Lunar edition of the Ethereal Visions Tarot. Loved this deck anyway. As I said, it's a very special deck, one that you know, I've had many happy readings with and had on display and just love it. And this one has just taken it up a notch. I appreciate, you know, the kind of, if you're going to update a deck and they want to bring it more into the modern world, then it's more representative. But I also appreciate the kind of, the colours being more saturated and the images seem a little bit more sharper. And I just think he's done a fantastic job with this. So let me know your thoughts. Is the Lunar Edition the first time you've owned the Ethereal Visions? Are you happy with your original version and don't see any need to upgrade? Or is this the first time seeing either? I don't know if this is still, I should have perhaps checked. I don't know if this is still available. I'm sure it is, because it was a mass market produced deck after it was a independently produced Kickstarter funded deck. But yeah, let me know which one you prefer and your reasons why would be great. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.